Good morning. I'm going to do another devotional this morning of the Kenton family. So last time we saw that the Kentons were about to go on a trip for skiing, and that is where we start today. A Friendship Blooms. The Kenton family was on a spring skiing vacation. Elena and Johnny were taking ski lessons together. Joy was with Father on the bunny hill for beginners, and Mother was at the lodge where she planned to read and relax for the rest of the vacation. I sure wish I had a fancy outfit like she has, Elena said to Johnny. She pointed to a girl nearby who was wearing bright, colorful clothes. She also had new-looking skis. Elena was wearing her warm winter clothes, but she didn't own any stylish clothing for the slopes. And I just hate these beat-up old skis, she added. I wish we didn't always have to rent them. I'd like to have my own. We don't ski often enough to need all that fancy stuff, said Johnny. Later, Father and the children sat outside in the warm spring sunshine. They were eating the lunches Mother had packed that morning. Elena whispered to Johnny, "Why can't we eat in that restaurant over there where everyone else is having lunch? Why do we always have to take our lunches with us when we go places?" Just then, Elena noticed a little girl with long brown braids sitting a couple of tables over from them. She appeared to be about Elena's age and was eating a sandwich, just like Elena was. "Hi," said Elena. "Are you here to ski?" "No," said the girl. "My mother is a cook in the restaurant. I'm on my lunch break from school. My mom is going to meet me here." "Wow," said Elena. "You really live here? You must get to ski all the time." "No," she said. "I've never skied before. We don't have enough money for that. But I'm very lucky that God gave my parents jobs here. I love the snow and mountains, and it's fun to watch the skiers come down the hill. From here, they look like ants on an ice cream cone." Elena went back to eating her lunch. She suddenly felt bad for wanting the things other people had. She turned to her father. "Daddy, would you mind if I asked that girl if she would like to use my equipment and have my lift ticket and ski lesson tomorrow?" "No, sweetie," he answered. "That's very kind. But tomorrow is Saturday, our last day of skiing. Are you sure you want to give that up?" "I've already had lots of fun skiing, Daddy. I know how lucky I've been. So I'd like to share with her. I think Jesus would like me to do it too. I can spend the day with Mommy." "I'm proud of you, honey," said Father. The brown-haired girl's mother came out and sat with her daughter. Father and Elena went over to talk with them. Soon they were all smiling and laughing together. Elena had made a new friend very happy. So we can see how Elena is being seen and be seen. She didn't start see and be seen, but we can see how she became with that attitude. I want you to think today, I want to challenge you about maybe a situation where it's been hard for you to be seen and be seen, something at home that's been more challenging, and how you can change that attitude and think about how Jesus would want you to react in those situations. And you can even make your own bee if you want to and put it in your packet, or you can snap a picture and send it to me. I would love to see some of the ways that you've been seen, be seen, and how others have been too. All right, our story for today is another folk tale. We have a few more folk tales to read, and this one is called How Chipmunk Got His Stripes. Now again, we as Christians, we believe that God created every animal just the way that they are. So this is a story. This is actually a Native American story that is told a lot of times. Joseph Bruchac and James Bruchac are the authors, and the illustrators are Jose Urago and Ariane Dewey. How Chipmunk Got His Stripes. One autumn day long ago, Bear was out walking. As he walked, he began to brag. "I am Bear. I am the biggest of all the animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am the strongest of all the animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am the loudest of all the animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am Bear. I can do anything. Yes, I can." As soon as Bear said those words, a little voice spoke up from the ground. "Can you really do anything?" Bear looked down. He saw a little brown squirrel standing on his hind legs. "Can you really do anything?" Brown Squirrel asked again. Bear stood up very tall. I am Bear. I can do anything. Yes, I can. Can you tell the sun not to rise tomorrow morning? Brown Squirrel asked. I have never tried that before, but I am Bear. I can do that. Yes, I can. You think you can do that? Bear turned west to face the sun. It was the time when the sun always goes down. Bear stood up to his full height and spoke in a loud voice, Sun, do not come up tomorrow. At his words, the sun began to disappear behind the hills. You see, Bear said, Sun is afraid of me. He is running away. But will the sun come up tomorrow? Brown Squirrel asked. No, Bear answered. The sun will not come up. Then Bear turned to face east, the direction where the sun always used to come up. He sat down. Little Brown Squirrel sat down beside him. All that night they did not sleep. All that night Bear kept saying these words. The sun will not come up. Humph! The sun will not come up. Humph! But as the night went on, Little Brown Squirrel began to say something too. He said these words. The sun is going to rise. Ooh! The sun is going to rise. Ooh! All through the night they sat there. One by one, other animals gathered around. Fox and wolf, deer and moose, rabbit and porcupine, hawk and owl, otter and beaver, frog and turtle, and even the little mice came. They wanted to see who would be right, Bear or Brown Squirrel. This is what the other animals heard. The sun will not come up. Humph! The sun is going to rise. Ooh! The sun will not come up. Humph! The sun is going to rise. Ooh! Finally, it was just before dawn, the time when the sun always used to come up. Look, said Turtle, a little bit of red is starting to show. Yes, said Owl, I believe the sun will rise today. Bear only chanted louder, the sun will not come up, humph! But right next to him, Little Brown Squirrel piped up, the sun is going to rise, ooh! And the sun came up. The birds sang their welcoming songs. The bright light of the new day spread over the land. Everyone was happy, except for one animal. That animal was Bear. He sat there with his head down and a grumpy look on his face. The happiest animal of all was Little Brown Squirrel. The sun came up, he chirped. The sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up. Brown Squirrel was so happy, he forgot what his wise old grandmother had told him when he was very young. Brown Squirrel, his grandmother had said, it is good to be right about something, but when someone else is wrong, it is not a good idea to tease him. Now, Little Brown Squirrel began to tease Bear. Bear is foolish, the sun came up. Bear is silly, the sun came up. Bear is stupid, the sun... Uh-oh, I definitely think that squirrel needs to think before he speaks. Wow! Uh-oh. Bear's big paw came down on Little Squirrel, pinning him to the ground. Bear leaned over and opened his huge mouth. Yes, Bear growled, the sun did come up. Yes, I do look foolish, but you will not live to see another sunrise. You will not ever tease anyone else again because I, Bear, am going to eat you. Brown Squirrel thought fast. You are right to eat me, he said. I was wrong to tease you. I would like to say I am sorry before you eat me, but you are pressing down on me so hard that I cannot say anything. I cannot say anything at all. I cannot even breathe. If you would lift up your paw just a little bit, then I could take a deep breath and apologize before you eat me. Now, if he cannot say anything, how could he just say all of that? That is a good idea, Bear said. I would like to hear you apologize before I eat you. So, Bear lifted up his paw. What do you think is going to happen? Any predictions? But instead of apologizing, Brown Squirrel ran. He ran as fast as he could toward the pile of stones where he had his home. He had a tunnel under those stones and a nice warm burrow deep underground. Little Brown Squirrel's grandmother stood there in the door waiting for him. "Hurry, Brown Squirrel," she called. "Hurry, hurry." Little Brown Squirrel dove for the door to his home, but Bear was faster than he looked. He grabbed for Little Brown Squirrel with his big paw. Bear's long, sharp claws scratched Brown Squirrel's back from the top of his head to the tip of his tail. But Brown Squirrel got away. Deep down in his burrow, where Bear couldn't get him, Brown Squirrel curled up next to his grandmother and slept all winter while those scratches on his back healed. When spring came again, Little Brown Squirrel came out of his hole and looked at himself. There were long, pale stripes all the way down his back, where Bear had scratched him. He was Brown Squirrel no longer. He was now Chipmunk, the striped one. That is how Chipmunk got his stripes. Ever since then, Chipmunk has been the first animal to get up every morning. As the sun rises, he scoots to the top of the tallest tree to sing his song. The sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up. And ever since then, Bear has been the last animal to get up. He doesn't like to hear a chipmunk song. It reminds him, as it reminds us all, that no one, not even Bear, can do everything. All right. Hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope you have a great Thursday.